Hi, my name is Dalton Prejean. Today we'll be going over the Emerald City of Oz, part of the Wizard of Oz series. I'd like to start off with a quote, one of my favorite from the book. It reads, "People often do a good deed without hope of reward, but for an evil deed they always demand payment." The Emerald City of Oz is a very interesting book because of the way it plays out and how some of the chronological events happen. It's book number 6 in the Wizard of Oz series, and it reads out, "Wonderful Wizard of Oz was Frank L. Baum's most magical literary creation, the first book in a multi-part epic that has become one of the best love sagas in fantasy fiction. The Emerald City of Oz continues the adventures collected in the Wizard of Oz, the first 5 novels, gathering into a single volume, novels 6 through 10 of the celebrated Oz series. In the Emerald City of Oz, Dorothy, Ozma, the Wizard, and their friends join forces to thwart the scheming Gnome King, who take place in 2 parts of the world, the Outlands of Oz and Oz itself. The Gnome King is digging underneath the Great Desert because he can't cross it any other way, so he digs underneath it to get to Oz so he can destroy the great and beautiful palace of the Emerald City that Ozma lives in. We see some of the familiar faces of the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and Dorothy, even Toto's along for the adventure. The Gnome King, as I said before, was digging under the Great Desert so he could cross into the land of Oz to take over and rule Ozma. Ozma and him and Dorothy had a fight earlier that resulted in the loss of his magical belt, and he wants more than anything in the world to get it back. So he is allied with a couple of the other foes of Oz to try and take them out. We don't know how it'll work, but it should be an epic fight for the Emerald City of Oz. As the Gnome King is digging away under the desert, Dorothy, Ozma, and every one of her friends and family are now playing along, visiting all the new lands of Oz, not knowing what trouble lies beneath their feet and the great foe that is coming for them. Frank L. Baum is a masterful author that has made quite this impression on me. I highly recommend reading Emerald City of Oz. It's a great book, a great epic, and a great fight to save the Emerald City from an awful person. So, if you've read The Wizard of Oz and other books similar to this, you would much appreciate the Emerald City of Oz. It is the 5th installment of the Wizard of Oz series, and it's a very important part. It leads on to new stories and even more epics of the Wizard.